Welcome back. We are nearing the end of the project here in Pinnacle. This has been quite a large remodel. We've done a lot of work on pretty much every space. So I'm excited to get to show you guys all of our progress so far. We can head on inside. So right away, we've done a lot of paint work and a lot of drywall work. We've taken all the texture off the walls and moved to a level 5 finish with just a matte sheen paint. All the trim and baseboard is a high gloss finish, so a little bit more reflective. We've replaced the floor, put in carpet on the stairs, and done a lot of little detail work. So this is the front entryway. If you can see above us, we replaced the chandelier. We're still doing a little bit of electrical work with a low voltage system, so that's what some of these wires are hanging around, but that'll get wrapped up here pretty quick. We had Wentz Carpet make us custom templates in an ombre pattern to achieve this carpeted stairwell. The stairwell itself was existing, so we were able to pass code with just a pre-existing structure and just change a lot of the cosmetics on it. We added brass caps to the ends of the handrail just as a fun little detail. Pam Nolan is the one who came up with this design. This was kind of her baby here. She's been wanting to do it for a long time and finally got to do it on this project. So we were really excited to work with Wentz to get this put in and kind of have her dream realized there. And it turned out really great. When we started on the project, there was a small ventless fireplace over there next to the window in the breakfast nook. We removed that, went for something a little more grand, and kept the ventless idea, but put in a full height ceiling chase fireplace with another ventless unit. We're going to be mounting a TV on there as well. The plaster was done by Stucco Masters here in Northwest Arkansas. They did a great job. And then the firebox unit we actually bought from Godfrey and Black, and they came in and installed. Martin Stucco also did the range hood here in the kitchen, and there's a lot more design details in here, so I'll get to that in a minute. But we have also done a lot of work, especially around the pool area. We replastered the pool and did a lot of the tile work. We replaced all of the edge tile with tile that matches the 1x1 in the catch basin. So it was existing in the catch basin and was cracking in some areas in there. And then around the edge of the pool, all that wall tile was just a plain gray, and we replaced that. One, just so it gave it a little bit more congruity, but also I think just looks a whole lot better too. The chandelier was also picked up by Pam. Again, we did level 5 finish on the ceilings as well as the walls. All the flooring was courtesy of Flooring America. This is a 7-inch wide white oak plank. It's an engineered hardwood, and we put it down throughout really the whole house except for some of the wet areas. So a lot of flooring work. Moving into the kitchen here, we had Sullivan's cabinets in Tulsa actually come out, and they are the ones that put all this beautiful walnut in. We cleared it with just a clear coat and had Pacific Shores give us some Michelangelo marble, which is all this fantastic stonework that was supplied and put in by Javier's Countertops here in town. As you can see, there's no hardware on any of the cabinet doors, which was part of the design. This was all inspired by Pam. They took a piece of furniture that had these custom pulls on it and came up with this idea. So these sort of dinner plate looking pulls are the actual pulls on the drawers, and then on all the doors and some of the other lowers, we have just integrated routed finger pulls, which are how you open the cabinet doors. And then in here on the range on either side, these large cabinets have pull-out shelves that are adjustable with a dovetail design. That was some genius work by Sullivan's. They really nailed it there. And again, that's on either side. We're going to have these shelves will be backlit with an LED track that we have yet to put in. It's another one of those little finishing details that's coming along. And then the range, of course, and the hood, all of the other appliances are going to be provided by Metro Appliance here in town and installed by them. another 5 feet deeper, but the back wall of the kitchen was radiused. So we took out the little dead spaces in each corner behind the radiused wall, took out the radiused wall, brought the back wall 5 feet forward off the garage in order to build them a pantry. This is concrete domed pendant light. And I think each of those, just the shroud over the top of it weighs, close to 60 pounds. So real concrete. There was no messing around with that. So when we were mounting those to the ceiling, it took a minute to think, okay, what's the best way to get that up there and assure that it's not going to come down? So off of the kitchen, we have just kind of a coffee bar, wet bar area with glass tile, the walnut shelves, also courtesy of Sullivan's. The marble top, this actually matches the marble in the kitchen, as well as the sink and all the finishings in here. We're gonna have a double drawer refrigerator there, and then a built-in coffee maker here. So it should be a pretty special space when this gets wrapped up. And then all the shelves are underlit with LEDs, so that's what the wires are in the corner here. So it should be a pretty bright, fun space. When moving into this room, this is the mudroom. So all the cabinets in here are new as well. The tops as well. The tops in here match the flooring that we have in the pantry. Those were provided by Verona Marble as well. And then the cabinets, these are each just cubbies. So one for each of the kids, just to hang backpacks or jackets, clothes, etc. on, someplace to store shoes. Pantry, this is another just really cool area that we spent a lot of time on. Again, because it didn't exist when we started. So this wall on the right-hand side is new. All the cabinets in here, of course, are new. This is a built-in bottle filler water dispenser. So this is plumbed separately. It has its own water supply and drain. So you can fill up water here or use it as a drain. There's a whole prep sink here. The walnut shelves, again, from Sullivan's, are going to be underlit and top lit at the top. So they'll have plenty of space there, and it'll be really bright when it's done. And then all of this cabinetry here, so you can be standing here, and when we have the pulls on, you'll be able to open both doors and then have roll-out trays where you store all of the food, canned goods, etc. Anything you keep in a pantry. And then there's plenty of storage underneath it. Obviously, we've got drawers and then more doors, so tons of storage in this room. And then this hole here is going to be a speed oven, so they'll have a place to cook back here and use it almost essentially as a prep kitchen or a butler's kitchen. Some poplar door with reeded glass. This design we had custom made actually to mimic the front doors which were existing. This is going to be her office. We had Steve Heron do the wallpaper on the ceilings. Again, more custom cabinets from Sullivan's. And then the countertop and the shelves that will be in here also installed by Javier's Countertops. Downstairs laundry room. Again, all new paint. The paint was supplied by Spectrum Paint. In this room, they did the paint on the cabinets. It's a high gloss again. This is, I think, a Faro and Ball color. Also picked out by Pam Nolan. Pretty special color palette in this house. Some more walnut shelves in here, and then moving into the master closet. This is a his and her side design. So this is hers, obviously with a little bit more space, and then his side over here. These are all going to have LED lighting. Well, these also mimic the reeded glass doors that we have in other spots in the house. Designed after the front door to have this like semicircle on the front there. We made these solid just to give them a little more privacy in the master. And then moving in here again, we replaced the flooring in here, added a little bit of trim to the walls, and we actually left this domed ceiling. This was existing. We thought it was so pretty that it'd be a shame to take out. So that stayed. Repainted the walls, and then we actually had moved the door into the bathroom. When we started, there was another fireplace in this doorway. And the original doors to the bathroom were right here where these two panels were. So we moved the door over, got rid of the fireplace, and gives you a little bit more of a clean view into the master bathroom. This is all Viola marble, supplied by Verona. They really did a killer job with this. Again, Javier's Countertops did the install. Sullivan's custom cabinets in here. We're gonna have mirrors on the walls that really take up the entirety of the wall above the vanity. So it should be pretty stunning when we get those in. So this is their daughter's room. We actually left the bunk bed feature that she has in here. We thought that would just be kind of a fun thing if ever needed, but still replaced the floors, did all the finish to match the walls in the rest of the house, so there's a little bit more continuity in here for her. But we did do a full bathroom remodel, so everything but the cabinets on the wall are we left. So new floor, the walk-in tub surround instead of a walk-in shower, and the wallpaper is all new. That was a Tammy Melton as well. Yeah, pretty stunning touches in here. Pam picked out the tile and worked on the plumbing order, so she's had a lot of time and put into the details here. This is this chandelier and a lot of the other lighting fixtures in the house were supplied by Lighting Emporium. Again, Pam Nolan picked all these out and worked with the homeowners on them. Really did a great job. I mean, they're stunning products. This was added at some point during a renovation in the house. This will be their youngest's room. And because it's above the garage, they wanted to keep or add carpet in here. It was hardwood before. So we added carpet, just to give it a little warmer feel. It matches some of the wallpaper that we put up on the ceiling. This room was really dark before, just because of all the gray and black on the trim. So just with the blue that they picked out, it really lightened it up. And that's a little hidden room. This cabinet is gonna go back on there, and with the cabinet in place, you can't tell that there's a room there. So it's kind of tucked away and hidden, but just one of those finishing details. Putting cabinets back on, putting hardware back on, just to make it, us get to 100% in each room. Exercise room, originally we're gonna leave this floor, and they decided they didn't want it. So we're gonna end up putting hardware in there as well, hardwood in there as well. So that'll be coming up and changing. On the patio out here, we're actually able to leave everything out here. We just filled some of the cracks in the concrete just to prevent from structural decay. It was kind of a concern with water leaching into these cracks up here and then showing up in the stucco below. So had to do a little bit of work there. It's also a good time to see we're putting gutters on, courtesy of Juan Bravo Seamless Gutters. We've also replaced the roof. So with all that exterior work plus painting, we've seriously touched really every aspect of the home. Hall bathroom. This is one of the only bathrooms up here that's not attached to a bedroom. Replaced the countertop. All the wainscot tile is new, the floor tile is new, the tub surround is new. Of course, all the paint and the door hardware as well. Thankfully, the shower glass that was in here, we're getting to put back on. So that'll be one of the only things in here that we aren't replacing, just putting it back. Laundry upstairs. So did a little bit of paint in here, swapped out door hardware. This is a bit of a fun room. This is the kids' media room or playroom. It comes with a kitchenette. There's a bathroom up here, Murphy bed if they ever need a space for guests to stay, and a really awesome view out onto the veranda overlooking the pool. They had a large format tile in here, and we took that up as well. So we had to take out the Murphy bed and all the cabinets, rip out the tile on the floors, and they were a 36 by 36 inch tile. So it was pretty ambitious, and it started to crack. So replaced that with this awesome 7-inch plank hardwood. Secondary staircase was also wrapped by Wentz carpet. They put the runner on and really did a great job with that. The material is provided by Flooring America as well. yeah, just did a great job in this room. This is actually solid brass, all the caps that are on the handrails, and then on the transitions on the main floor into the from the hardwood into the bathrooms where there's tile. We had brass transitions put on, and then those brass caps made by Derek Hudspeth here, local metal work here in Northwest Arkansas. He's really gifted. This is one example of that leading into this powder bathroom. This is another one of those rooms where there's still a lot of work that's going to be done in here. But you can see the tile, and we've got that solid brass transition, and this will be cool because over time, as that tarnishes and fades, it'll just add a lot of cool character to the house. But this room, custom apron sink provided by Sullivan's, and then on this back wall, we're going to have a large piece of stone which will sit behind this apron toilet, and then above that, a big mirror that's actually 6 foot by 10 foot. So basement stairwell. Same carpet runner. This matches the carpet on the other end of the house. Same thing, we kept the railing, added these fun brass caps to the end of the handrail, just as another design element to tie it into the rest of the house. Kept the hardwood down here. This runs throughout the basement. We haven't done a lot of work in there, so that has stayed the same. But this movie room, however, we have changed a lot of. This is all new paint. The trim has all been repainted. The carpeting is new. The cabinets were existing, but of course we painted those as well. Left the countertop, and then actually in the cabinets back here, we replaced the steam generator for the steam shower in the master. So this is the old unit sitting up here on the countertop, and then the new unit sits in here. So even though we were able to leave a lot of the cabinetry, I still had to do a lot of plumbing and electrical work in this little corner just to get that steam shower upstairs for the owners. These couches are custom. They're really cool because as you know, you can see there's stadium seating in here, but it's not very tall. And so Pam was able to find couches that both recline and have a headrest that's motorized, but they don't raise up or really affect the walkway space behind them as they recline. So leaves a lot of room still for people to walk through. So even as far as the furniture, she put in a lot of work just with the little details that you may not think of when you're picking out a couch, but make a difference when it's in the space. And then we're going to be putting the projector back in that little cubby up there, and then the projector screen on this far wall, and then the speakers that were on this wall are going back in. So that's what these cutouts are for. And then this bedroom down here, we were able to leave the bathroom that's adjacent to it. So a lot of this is existing and wasn't changed. We just painted and cleaned it up a little bit. We're going to swap the sconces on the wall, and that'll be it in here. But the bedroom, however, obviously did change a lot. This is, other than the garages, this is the only area we kept the plantation shutters in the house. I think that was a good move because it really brightened up the rest of the house. So you can see through all the windows upstairs, whereas before they had these black plantation shutters that covered every window. So got rid of those. We left them down here just for privacy, just because we are closer to the street. But again, pulled the old flooring up and laid the beautiful engineered hardwood back down.